Hi, welcome to Mental Tips session 35. Well, in this session, I'm going to continue with what was shared in episode 34. Just to touch base, I mentioned about this three phase of evolution in life. You have the struggle evolution, or you can say struggle dimension, then you have the resonance, then you have the excellence, or you can call it celebration. That means you can evolve. So we are somewhere struggling, somewhere we are lacking something, we are fighting with our emotions, we're fighting with life. Somewhere we are in the struggle dimension, and some of those things are in your resonance. You are in harmony, you are at peace. Although earlier there was struggle, now you are at peace with that, and life is going on. And some you are able to optimize, yeah, your strength and go further from there, where you truly get into the higher part of life, the higher part of life. And there are those things where we can see it clearly. When you are in that evolution, you can see the benediction of life more easily, feel the gratitude for nature. You can see more things and feel more things and live your life to the fullest. So while you are in the struggle dimension, it could be a financial struggle or health struggle or relationship struggle, struggling at work, whatever. There will be that part that's going on, isn't it? Now, you can't live life to the fullest. You do not have the equipment within you ready for you to really experience life to the fullest until it evolves to resonance. Now, once you come to resonance, your entire muscles, your mental muscles, are able to now harmonize with whatever that is there in your life. It is able to be at peace. So that is actually a good thing, a very important thing that many people must learn to have. And it has specific competencies. And from there, once you attain resonance, it's easier for you to go to the higher part of life, or you can call it the celebration. You can start celebrating life. There's only good things about life. Life is bliss, or something like that. It goes that way. But right now, it is just a concept. When we talk about bliss, it's a concept. Life is a bliss. How can? So, for many of them, that's not reality. But those who are in that higher dimension, the celebration dimension, they will be thinking why others are worrying unnecessarily. They don't know something. That's what you will feel when you are in the celebration dimension. Now, this session is on how do we deal with the struggle dimension. When you are struggling with things, when you live in this dimension, struggle dimension, day in, day out, you need to have some competencies, ability to live. So I'm going to go step by step. What are all the competencies that you need for you to manage your struggle dimension so that you bring it to resonance? That's how the forces within you are working, and it's working towards your evolution. You just need to cooperate. If you understand these competencies, then you can easily cooperate with your evolution. Yeah, a lot of us don't know how to cooperate with all the evolutionary forces that's working in our life. When bad thing happens, we label that as bad, and you suffer, right? We suffer. But you can also look at it from other angles where it doesn't lead you to suffering. So that's what we call as clarity. So now what do we do when you are in the struggle dimension? The first thing is you need to have the ability to recognize negative vibration, negative emotion. When it has seeped into you, it has entered into you, you need to know, is that, oh, okay, The stress is there. Why am I feeling unhappy? What is this uncomfortable feeling? What is demotivating me? You can recognize the emotion. You can recognize the bad feeling quickly. So that's a competency. There are many who can't recognize bad emotions that comes into them. Sometimes they are harping on how right things are, although that subject matter is not important for their life, but they can be going on rattling, saying how important this is, and using a tone that is actually bringing down the vibration, but they're not able to recognize. So they get into the right wrong of things more strongly and lose their sensitivity of the vibration. So what happens is it affects the chemistry. You can be right, but it affects your chemistry with that person while you are trying to tell that how right this is. You see, so people don't recognize the negative vibration that comes along with a lot of things that we talk, a lot of things that happens in our mind. We are not able to recognize it. So that's the first competency. Learn to read, to recognize bad emotion that comes into you, so that you will build the second competency, that is, you are able to now manage it. You have recognized a little stress somewhere, you have recognized anger, for example, frustration. Now you are also able to manage it. So that's the competency that you have to learn, how to manage bad emotions. No choice. If you are in the struggle dimension and you want to bring yourself to peace, to resonance, you have to learn how to manage your bad emotions. And there are many ways. I will share that. In fact, in this videos itself, there are so many solutions to that. How to manage bad emotion. The whole program here is about that. How to manage. Now, the third competence is this. You need to know how to self-motivate in any situation. You need to learn how to tune yourself up to the vibration that you want. You want to be happy? You know how to bring yourself to happiness. You know what to let go and what to hold on. You know what you need to think, where to give your attention, what to say within you, and so on. So, this is where you learn how to do auto suggestions or prayers, or you have got your own way to keep your vibration up. So, that's self motivation. You know how to keep yourself positive and motivated. That's your responsibility when you are in this struggle dimension. Now, in the struggle dimension also, we have these issues with people and they struggling with relationship. That's because we are not able to recognize bad emotion in others. So that's another competency where you are able to recognize, oh, somebody is unhappy with me. Oh, somebody is demotivated or stressed. Now I got to facilitate my speech differently. I got to talk differently. So you see, it's so important that we know how to read disturbances in others. So if you have the ability, then it can take you to the next competency, that is how to manage it, how to help people manage their bad emotion. So you are now upgrading your competency to the level of a counselor, a coach, a motivator, a wise man. So you now know how to help people overcome their bad emotions. If, only if you do that, you are able to come to resonance in relation to relationship, yeah, which is in the struggle dimension. So these competencies you need to have so that you manage your struggle dimension well. And this these competencies are the unleashing that happens as your higher potential that is hidden behind all your struggles. That is why struggle dimension is important to begin with. Success begins with struggle. And in that way, you will unleash all the potentials that is matching for the success that you want. So that is how you manage your struggle dimension. So now, dear friends, I'm sure you have your own struggles in your life. So don't be afraid of your struggles. Know that it is there for you, for your benefit. Yeah, remember, all chaos is trying to show you a potential better order. Yeah, all chaos is trying to show you a potential better order. Allow the chaos to work with you, and when you have the right competencies, it will turn into better order. For example, you have a headache. That's chaos, internal chaos, physical chaos, and that is highlighting maybe some lack in you. Maybe you're not consuming enough water, or not enough sleep, or you've been overworking, or many other things. So you realize the cause of it, and now you put your life into a better order. So always know that struggles are needed if you are the person who wants to be successful. But always never give up, never get pinned down. Always go in the direction of lifting yourself, training yourself to have higher competencies in the area of what I was saying just now. With that, I'll leave you with your struggle dimension, and I'm sure you're going to come up come out very well, and wish you all the best. Take care. Bless you.